Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. And yes, we'll get to the JRC in a moment. First, disclaimer, if you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shock campaign, you will find pertinent links right up top in the description box. Should you like to go ahead and do a deep dive, you're definitely able to go ahead and do so. Trigger warning, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. I do use profanity. And when we talk about places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. So if you have children that watch the channel who are 16 and younger, parental supervision very much advised, alright? Alright, where we left off yesterday, where we split the comment in half, it was indeed a little bit long. So we're seeing what here has further to say, right? So let's continue. He says, I would like to see investment in understanding autism through the lens of the monotropic cognition and the effect that this has on social, linguistic, psychological, intellectual development. Not monotropic cognition is not particularly something I'm very familiar with. My expertise in particular really lays in the service area. I'm more in the side of community-based treatment programs, things of that nature, as opposed to not so much on the medical side. I know enough to make me dangerous, but not enough to ever call me an expert on the subject. So I would read it, of course, but you get what I'm saying there. Let me continue here. Dugan also says, I would like to see autism research limit, but not eliminate genetic research that seeks to predict or better understand autism, as it offers little direct benefit to actual autistic people and treats us more like interesting biological specimens rather than simply human. Go off. Go off. See, the problem is the so-called cure is the only thing they're throwing money at. Which means services suffer, families suffer, and that's not even talking about all those people that fall through the cracks in the meantime, right? You have families drowning right now. Drowning in medical debt because none of these interventions are cheap, right? And a parent may have a full paying job that has insurance and it all looks real great on paper. But when you compare that to the overall cost of things that insurance does not cover, such as job coaching, such as preparing to go into secondary education or into the workforce or into a trade school. The good majority of the time, none of the billions of dollars that comes in every year has been used to help the families with those costs. And looking at you, Autism Speaks, because you bring in billions every year. I challenge you to show me a single family that you used any of that money towards to assist in covering medical costs. One. Just one. Families are drowning. Provider services, everybody is drowning, and these people keep throwing money at a cure that doesn't exist. So no, I'm not saying stop all testing completely. I'm saying we need to start more evenly distributing funding costs so that we can assist people who are drowning. Right? Use some of that money so that we have less people falling through the cracks every year. So, definitely agreed there. When there is much preventable suffering in the autistic community, this type of research disregards our community needs and prioritizes the majority's desire for knowledge over the minority's well-being, and those of our parents as well. Because if you don't think that it is not horrifically stressful for a parent to balance all of this and try to cover all the costs, while these people keep taking in billions every year that those parents will never see. I mean, usually, yes, I'm harping on how we're looked at overall for ourselves. Yes, that's true. But these younger families, young kids first getting their diagnosis, think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Alright, it continues. I would like to see communities and labs receive funding to be composed of a majority of autistic people as a requirement for being a funding recipient. Not unlike how groups whose mission is scoped by gender, race, generation, religion, etc. would be composed of people in that group, often exclusively. That would be nice. Out here in Missouri, we did more of a token thing where you had just like one or maybe two of us in there. To say, see, we have representation, but no. We need something where there are more people like us as a part of the groups that help determine where the funding's going to go. Again, I was on Southwest PAC, which was a group of individuals who decided where the funding would go towards what programs, how much, etc. for my state. I think we need more, not just one single token autistic. And my God, did it get tiresome, because I was the token autistic that had to do everything for so long. Oh my God. I don't want to think about it. I'm exhausted just thinking about it, reliving it in my head. But, yeah, we need more of us as a part of these groups, and we need to have our voices respected instead of played down. Because at the end of the day, folks, whose life is it? Is it yours? Or are our lives our own? Let me continue. As groups receive funding under the purview of the IACC make decisions that profoundly affect us, these groups should not be composed of out-group observers that lack the neurobiological prerequisites to comprehend the autistic interior landscape and are therefore unable to reach a true understanding of or even accurately describe the autistic experience or autistic habitus. Nothing about us without us. Go off, my friend. Go off. Very well said. And on that note, folks, we're going to go ahead and close out for this one. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, if you would be so kind, please don't forget to hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. And make sure you're still set up for notifications. I don't want you missing any new episodes of Down the Rabbit Hole or the Snake Oil Salesman series. I do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea do hope you all have a good one. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.